Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful recap for Wednesday, May 7, 2025 is finally here. In today's episode, Deacon Sharp, Scene Cannon, drops a baffling bombshell on Brooke Logan. Catherine Kelly Lang, meanwhile, Steffi Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline Missinswood, tells Hope Logan, Annika Noel, that Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, is dying. Liam and Hope are still at Brooke's house. Hope is getting suspicious. Liam nervously says he would like to spend more time with Beth Spencer, Jordan Lynn Ariza. Sure, that's no problem, but Hope questions why he came all the way there to ask her that. Why is he really staying with Steffi and John, Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlin? Liam stutters that Steffi just felt bad about his plumbing issues. The patient clarifies that Finn has been totally cool about the whole thing. He reassures Hope that he'll move on soon. At the Cliff house, Steffi and Finn discuss Liam's situation. Steffi is stressed and Hope has to prepare Beth for losing her father. Liam interrupts and says he couldn't tell Hope the truth. The brunette says that both she and Hope care about Liam. The blonde deserves to know the truth. Liam doesn't want everyone to be sad. Liam walks away, leaving Steffi to make a tough decision. Steffi finally declares she's going to tell Hope herself and leaves. When Liam returns, Steffi is gone, but Finn is still there. The doctor assures him that Hope would want to be there for him. Liam wants this done his way, and wants it kept a secret. Later, Hope is shocked when Steffi enters. Steffi starts to get emotional and says it's about Liam. Hope freezes and looks fearful. Steph blurts out that Liam is dying. At Il Giardino, Brooke stops by after getting Deacon's text. The restaurant owner is worried that Hope will reunite with Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor. Brooke feels differently and is team harder. They both agree that they want Hope to be happy. Brooke thinks Hope loves Carter, but Deacon brings up Daphne Rose, Muriel Hilaire. Brooke thinks Carter isn't going to give up on Hope. Brooke says that Hope has to choose her own man. Deacon ponders if it's Liam. Brooke is baffled. Liam? The former Flames debate about LOPE. They agree that he's a good man and gave them Beth, but he's annoying. At Forrester Creations, Daphne informs Carter that his romance with Hope is over. It's time to move on. The nose reasons that Carter doesn't really want Hope back, he just feels guilty about her unemployment. After Daphne exits, Carter calls Hope and babbles a message about missing her. Los Angeles was unusually quiet as the morning sun peeked through the windows of Forrester Creations and Il Giardino. But behind every elegant drape and couture sketch lay secrets so powerful they could shatter everything the characters hold dear. And on this particular day, the calm before the storm couldn't hold out much longer. At Il Giardino, a father's bombshell. Deacon Sharp stood at the bar, staring into his espresso like it held the answers to life's deepest mysteries. His brow furrowed, his mouth dry. The usually slick, charming Deacon seemed lost. The restaurant was slow this morning. Sheila, surprisingly absent, had left earlier in a flurry of nervous energy. She claimed she needed space to think. But Deacon couldn't shake the feeling that something else was going on, something she was hiding. And then there was the envelope. He held it now in his hands. A thick, sealed manila envelope addressed only to Hope Logan. No return address, no note. But it had been left for him at the restaurant with strict instructions not to open it. But Deacon had opened it, and what he saw made his blood run cold. Photographs, grainy at first, then clearer. Images from a hospital room, medical reports, DNA test results, and one chilling document marked confidential. Paternity revision notification. Deacon couldn't believe it. Didn't want to believe it. But the papers were authenticated, the signatures matched. Hope's entire world was about to change. He didn't know how to tell her, and he knew Brooke would explode. But keeping this hidden would be even worse. As he heard the bells above the restaurant door jingle, He looked up and saw Hope stepping inside. Hope arrives, with more than fashion on her mind. Hope walked in, carrying a leather tote and wearing her newest spring collection piece. She was smiling at first. She always lit up when seeing her father. But the look on Deacon's face immediately darkened her mood. "Dad," she asked, setting her purse on the bar. "You look like someone just walked over your grave." Deacon swallowed hard and set the envelope on the counter. "Sit down, sweetheart," he said. "There's something I need to show you, something I wish I didn't have to." Hope frowned but sat slowly. "What's going on? Is this about Sheila, or Mom?" Deacon hesitated. "It's about you." He pushed the envelope toward her. Hope opened it cautiously, flipping through the first few pages. Her eyes scanned the documents, confusion morphing into shock. "What? What is this?" she whispered, her voice barely audible. "This says, Liam isn't Beth's biological father." Deacon nodded solemnly. "I didn't believe it either. But the hospital lab that processed Beth's emergency blood transfusion, remember when she was in the ER 2 months ago? They flagged inconsistencies. Someone ran tests behind the scenes, and they matched to DNA with someone else." Hope dropped the papers, hands trembling. "But that can't be. Liam and we did a paternity test when she was born." "I know," Deacon said. "But apparently someone tampered with that test, and whoever it was, wanted Liam to believe he was Beth's father." Hope clutched her stomach, nausea creeping in. "Who is it then? Who is her biological father?" Deacon looked her dead in the eye. "It's Thomas." At Forrester Creations, Steffi's concerns grow. Back at the design house, Steffi was pacing outside Ridge's office, waiting for a moment to speak to him. But Ridge had locked the door for a private call. One Steffi had a feeling involved Brooke. Frustrated, she headed down the hall to the showroom, where Carter was overseeing a fitting for the latest Intimates collection. But Steffi wasn't in the mood for business. "Have you seen Thomas today?" she asked Carter sharply. Carter shook his head. "No, not since yesterday." "Why?" "He's not answering calls, texts, nothing. And when I stopped by his place this morning, it looked like he hadn't slept there." Carter looked worried now too. "You think something happened?" Steffi frowned. "I don't know. But after that argument with Hope last week, and with how strange he's been lately, I'm starting to think he's hiding something." "And what about Hope?" Carter asked. "You two seemed tense yesterday." "She's distant. Distracted," Steffi admitted. "Something's going on with her too." In Liam's loft, memories don't lie. Meanwhile, Liam sat alone in his loft, flipping through photos of Beth on his phone. He smiled at first, but his smile faded as he remembered Hope's strange behavior lately, canceling dinners, zoning out during conversations, and the cryptic phone call she took yesterday. "Is there something you're not telling me, Hope?" he muttered under his breath. The knock at the door startled him. He opened it to find Wyatt, holding 2 coffees. "Brought reinforcements." Wyatt grinned, handing one over. Liam accepted it gratefully. "Thanks. I've been in my head too much lately." Wyatt sat down. "Is this about Hope?" Liam sighed. "Yeah, something's off, and I can't shake the feeling that it has something to do with Thomas." Wyatt winced. "That guy's like a cockroach. You think he's gone, and boom, he's crawling out of the woodwork again." Liam's eyes narrowed. "I need to know what's going on, and if Thomas has anything to do with it, I'm not staying quiet." Back at Il Giardino, Hope's descent. Hope had retreated to the back patio of Il Giardino, needing air. The news had rocked her to her core. Thomas, Beth. The possibility that everything she knew was a lie. She wanted to scream, cry, run away. Deacon followed her out, placing a gentle hand on her shoulder. "I'm so sorry, Hope," he said softly. "I thought you deserved the truth." "But why now?" she asked. "Why would someone do this?" Deacon's expression darkened. "My guess. Someone didn't want Thomas involved in Beth's life. Someone thought Liam would be the better father. And if I had to put money on it, I'd say Brooke had something to do with it. Hope turned, eyes wide. No, Mom wouldn't. She'd do anything to keep you away from Thomas, Deacon said. You know that. Hope began to cry, collapsing into her father's arms. I need to talk to Thomas, she whispered. I need to know if he knew. Cliffhanger ending, a shocking reunion. Later that evening, Hope drove to Thomas's apartment. His car was outside, but the lights were off. She knocked once. Twice, nothing. She reached for the doorknob, surprised to find it unlocked. She stepped inside and froze. The apartment was quiet, but candles flickered on the dining table. A meal was half eaten. Thomas's sketchbook lay open with a drawing of Beth. Thomas, she called, her voice echoing. From the shadows he appeared. Pale, shaken, eyes rimmed red. Hope, he said quietly. You found out, didn't you? Hope's eyes widened. You knew. I suspected, Thomas admitted. I never had proof until recently, but I didn't want to ruin your life. You should have told me, she cried. I wanted to protect you, he said, stepping closer. Liam's already broken you once. I couldn't be the reason it happened again. Hope was trembling now. You're Beth's biological father. And Liam, he has no idea. I was going to tell him, Thomas said. But I didn't want to do it until I knew you were ready. Hope's face was unreadable, grief, betrayal, confusion, and something else, rage. I'm not ready, she said flatly. But I have no choice. Suddenly, her phone rang. It was Brooke. She declined the call. This changes everything, Hope whispered, stepping away. For me, for Beth, for all of us. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Bold and Beautiful UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.